Alright, welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, I'm in a bit of a different environment. Also, if you can't hear me that well sometimes, I forgot to bring like the gray thing that sort of mutes the sound for the wind. I forgot to bring it, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I'm in nature. Behind me is a small lake. It's really nice. I decided not to film over there because it would be really overexposed in the background, so I just decided to film it here. But yeah, let's get straight into the video. Today I'm going to be talking about the truth, really the truth, about what you should know before you study economics. Now, this is my own experience, and of course everyone has their own experience, but I have done this. I have studied economics, I've done my bachelor's and my master's degree, and I finished it with pretty good grades. But today I'm going to explain what you should really know in my opinion. And of course I hope that I can excite you and I can entice you to study economics, because trust me, you won't regret it. So, are you ready? Let's go. Now, the first one on my list is that economics in high school is not equal to economics in college. Now, a lot of people don't want to study economics in college because they've had bad experiences during high school, and to be honest, I can relate to that myself as well. You know, I was pretty bad at economics in high school and a lot of people got higher grades than me. I still did it though, I still went to college and I still chose economics, and I never had any regret. Why? Because economics or business economics in college is not even close to economics in high school. I mean, sure, you will have your microeconomics courses, you will have your mathematical courses. I mean, that's just part of it, but during college, that's only like 10%, or that's only like 15% of your entire time during college. Well, in high school, that's more like 50% or maybe even 60%. What I loved about university is that you can really sort of discover yourself. You can really go into a lot of areas, a lot of subjects, a lot of good material, and yeah, sort of discover what you are really interested in. Personally, over time, I discovered that I liked macroeconomics, I liked finance, I liked monetary policy, but for other people, they maybe liked behavioral economics, or maybe they liked econometrics a lot more. And these subjects and these courses are never taught to you in high school, okay? Trust me, they are a lot of fun and you really want to discover them. And in high school, maybe you get to read about it, maybe like 5 pages in some sort of crappy textbook, but that's about it. And this is why you should not be scared to study economics. I mean, just give it a try. Believe me, it will be fun. Okay, it will be fun, and maybe in your first year they will try to sort of brainwash you, or they will try to scare you with mathematics or microeconomics, or maybe already some econometrics or statistics, but that period will pass. And for me, the more years that passed, the more confident I got in what I wanted to do, and I knew that what I wanted to do was economics. Now, the second thing on my list is that an exam is not a good reflection of your knowledge about the topic or about the course. I have had exams where I learned really well, I learned really hard, I read the slides, I read the textbooks, and then I got the exam and I was like, what the actual F is going on here? Now, I've also had exams where I had no motivation at all and I really didn't like the subject. So what I did is I just practiced old exams and I got a really good grade. Well, why? Because what they do in exams is sometimes they just copy and paste old questions from old exams, or sometimes they don't do that, but they slightly adjust the questions so you still sort of get the question and sort of the intuition behind it. And sometimes you just get an exam and you're reading it, you're reading the first question, you're reading the second question, the third question, and you have no idea what's going on. You're looking around like, am I the only one who's like, what the? And in the end you will find out that it was just a really difficult exam and the average was like really low. Now, one tip I can give you is that if you want to make an exam really well, there's more to it than just the material and really understanding everything. Okay, there's also some sort of tactic behind it. Now, maybe one example is when you have an exam and it is a multiple choice exam, okay? And what you will have sometimes is you have 5 times in a row the same letter. So let's say you have 5 times D, okay? And you're thinking to yourself, I mean, that can be possible, right? So what you will do is you will adjust it. But please don't change your answers. Please don't do it, because what you will see in the end is that 5 times D was actually the correct answer and you just overthought and you screwed yourself. You see, teachers are really mean, okay? They like to trick you. Please always remember that they like to trick you. But yeah, again, I mean, this is just something you have to witness, and this will come with experience. You will learn this over time. Now, the third one on my list is always make your exams. I have heard many stories of students that had 3 exams in 1 week. And what did they do? They said that they didn't have enough time, so they didn't really learn that much, they didn't study enough. So what they did is they only made 1 exam, or maybe they only made 2 exams. Now, this is something that personally I have never done, because I always wanted to have a chance, okay? Even though I didn't learn that well, or maybe I wasn't feeling it, I didn't have the motivation, I still did it. Why? Because at least you have a chance, right? And having a chance of, from statistics, larger than 0, is always larger than 0, right? Because if you don't do it, the chances of passing that course are 0. All right, we're back home. Now, unfortunately, I had to go home because it was just getting too busy and people were walking by, and that was just really annoying. So yeah, I'm back here and now I'm going to end the video here. Now, number 4 on my list is that it is not easy, but everyone can do it. I mean, you will have mathematical courses, you will have econometric courses, and those can be really difficult if you're not a mathematical person or if you're not a beta person, okay? And you will struggle, trust me, I've struggled as well, and you will likely struggle as well, but that's fine, okay? Take your time, it will be all right. I mean, I was also not a very smart student in high school. I mean, I didn't get that good grades, and therefore, because I didn't get that good grades and I wasn't that good in mathematics, I also struggled a bit with mathematical courses in university. I struggled with econometric courses, but yeah, I made it, right? And not only did I make it with very good grades in the end. So this shows you that everyone can do it if you have the motivation, if you keep on going and you have the perseverance. Now, the 5th on my list is that you should get your master's degree. Trust me, it will be worth it. And most of the times it's only a year. It only takes you a year. So compare that to your bachelor, which takes most of the time 3 years. It's only a year, okay? So, you know, and trust me, it really adds value. Look, for example, with employers who are looking for employees. When you have someone with a bachelor's degree and someone with a master's degree, and they are comparing the two with each other, and for the rest they have pretty similar CVs and they have similar characteristics, trust me, they will choose the one with a master's degree. And also, if you want to apply for some jobs, it's only possible if you have a master's degree. And besides all of that, a master's degree is just fun. You have lots of choice, there's much more interaction between you and the students and your teacher, and also the groups are much smaller and therefore more personal. And of course you have to write your master's thesis, and as we all know, the master's thesis is really the cherry on top of your university career. I think you will learn a lot from it, also later on in your professional career. Now, number 6, and this is the final one, is that there are enough jobs to choose from, but jobs in economics are very limited. Now, from experience, I can tell you that there are enough jobs for you. Trust me, you can work for a bank, you can work for a pension fund, you can work for an insurance fund, or maybe for a venture capitalist. Maybe you want to work in law, or maybe you want to do something with taxes. It's all possible. You see, it does not really matter what you do. They are looking for a certain type of mindset. And if you have that mindset, if you have that sort of critical thinking, which they are looking for, then trust me, you will be fine. An economics degree is very much respected by employers when you are applying for a job. But what most people probably don't realize is that a job as an economist is actually pretty rare. You can work for, let's say, a central bank, or you can work as an economist for a commercial bank. You can also get your PhD and then become a researcher, or maybe you want to become a teacher. That's also possible, but you know, it's very limited. There's not a lot of choice there. But this probably won't matter for you because most people won't go for their PhD. Only if you're really good in economics or you really want to become a researcher, yeah, then you can do it. But otherwise, I would not really advise it. It's also a lot of work. I mean, it's like 4 years of study. So it's really difficult. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope I could have helped you with your decision, because maybe you're still in high school, or maybe you're in your first year and you're doubting your decision on whether you want to continue. Either way, I hope I could have helped you, and I'm hoping that you can make the right decision. Don't forget to like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.